Good evening and welcome again to another IADC update. This evening we are back in the field. We will bring you all the updates of all the new happenings here at the Argyle International Airport, as well as we will do a follow-up on the progress of the work being done on the recreation of the Cayos village up just above the Argyle River. We're going to start here to the back of the passenger terminal building, where we could get a really good view of all the things that are happening here behind the passenger terminal building. Now, as we drove down this morning, we recognized that the pavement on the entrance road to the terminal building is complete, and we're looking here at a car park for which the pavement is almost also complete. Just some finishing touches remain to be done, and we can see some of the guys down there working on these little things that look like smaller islands. They are working on those, but by and large the major pavement on this car park is completed. We are also seeing the start of the installation of the poles for the lighting system here at the car park, and quite a few of them have been installed already, and they are awaiting the light fixtures to be attached to them. So this is a new development here. We have the pavement on the parking lot that's basically completed, the light fixtures starting to be installed, the pavement on the road to the terminal building also completed, and just the islands to be taken care of, and the roundabout area, those already just inside of them really need to be taken care of. Get the foliage, the flowers, whatever it is that they're going to be putting inside of those. My far left, as I look over, I can see more work being done over there on the construction of yet another roundabout, and that roundabout is smack between the road that joins the cargo terminal road to the passenger terminal road. So there is an adjoining road there that will be used as an emergency access in the event something happens, and there is a roundabout there that will also bring traffic into the parking lot and take traffic out of the passenger terminal building area. Those are some of the things taking place around here. We're going to go further down and show you what they're doing with the construction of the retaining wall, or the back wall, that is close to the area where the hangars will be built, and also in front of the road that will lead from the cargo terminal. We're also going to go a little further in and look at the continued work on the pavement of the taxiways. So come with us as we continue to go around the site and show you what is taking place. Alright, we have moved down to the taxiway area, and in this area we have three taxiways. We have the Alpha, the Charlie, and the Bravo. Now, if my memory serves me right, I think this where I'm standing here, this is the Bravo taxiway, and one strip of it, as you can see, has been completed in terms of the asphalt pavement. Now, the last time we were here, they were just beginning to pave this part of the taxiway, and we're back today. That would be maybe about 3 or so weeks ago. Today we are back, and this entire strip has been paved all the way down, all the way up. So we are moving now. The next phase would be to do the other strip right in front of me, and they are getting themselves prepared to do just that, while at the same time they are completing the covering of the drains that are in front of the apron area. So that is also ongoing. Across over there on the runway, that work has picked up some steam. We are now continuing with the second coat of asphalt from where we had left off in this area up here in the second kilometer. They are now taking it further down. So the second coat of asphalt on the runway, that continues, and that is really good news. Also, some other good news is that we have started to apply the base material onto the area between the 191 and the 220 channel. We're going to go closer to that action to show you exactly what is happening there. Well, we are back here with you, and thanks for staying with us. We are in the third kilometer of the project, and we are right in front where continued work is taking place on the removal of the petroglyph hill. For quite a few months we have not had any work in this area due to the breakdown of the drill machine. But we have found a replacement drill machine, and that has been going at it, and the rocks are coming down. Now we have quite a bit of rocks there to come down, a lot of stones, but nowhere as much as we have taken down already. So that work has resumed and is going really, really well. Now, as you can see behind me, they have burst open quite a large chunk of the rock, and the trucks are now being loaded, and they are carting those away across to the rock fill, right to the northern end of the runway. Now, also in this area, we are seeing a lot of work being done on the runway. The last time we came out here, we had gotten to the level that we wanted to get between the 191 and the 220 channels. And right now, what we are doing, having outlined the remainder of the runway, we are now starting the process of laying the base material onto the runway here between the 191 and across over there at the 220 channel. So base material is being laid even as the pavers are coming across with the asphalt pavement to complete what they were working on between the first and second kilometers. Very soon they'll be right here where we have started to lay the base material. So base material going on here at 191 and across there in the 220 channel. So that work is progressing well. Also in front of us at the 191 where they have the catchment area, they're still doing some finishing work there in the catchment area. So as I look around, a lot of work. We have work going on the runway. We have work at 191 between 191 and 220. We have finishing work being done on the pavement at the parking lot. We have the pavement work completed on the entrance road to the terminal building, and we also have the light fixtures. The poles have been installed and awaiting the fixtures to be attached to those poles to light the parking area. And as we mentioned that, we still have the work going on in equipping the electrical substation on the air side. We are going to be moving from this area, but just before I disappear, I mean, if you look across at the end of the northern head of the runway, you will see a complete area. The turning head has been completed. The end walk around the perimeter of the turning head, that has been completed, and the pavement work on the 300 meters of runway that we had in that area, that is completed. So we are looking at a finished product over there at that turning head in the 3rd kilometer of the runway, and it is looking really, really nice. So all around, the airport shaping up, looking nice, and in a number of areas finishing work is being done. So as we move from here on the airport site, we're going to veer off a little to the Argyle River Ridge to bring you an update as to what's taking place there with the recreation of the Cayos site. So don't you move, stay with us. We're going to go over there and show you what's happening. We are here at the Cayos site, and this site is located on the ridge just above the Argyle River, and this is where they're recreating the Cayos village, which was discovered here in 2009-2010. We brought you a complete package on that last week, and we are today looking at the progress of the work. Of course, leading the work here at this time is Dr. Menno Hoagland, and he is standing right next to me, and he will be telling us how far they are with the project, with the experimental house that they're constructing, and tell us about some of the challenges that they have experienced, if any, and how the work is to progress from here on. So Dr. Hoagland, good evening, welcome to the IADC update.
Thank you. Yeah, when you were here last time, then we had planted some 6 or 7 posts, and now you can see the whole construction is finished. What is interesting is that we could use local materials. So in the whole house there is no nail, no iron, nothing. And it is thanks to the local population, the people from Greg's, they told us that we can use local maho as a wood for the roof construction and as well as binding material. we preferred to use roseau because in the written sources there is clearly stated that roseau was a very common material for roofing, and it works perfectly. The men from the Netherlands who are building prehistoric houses in the Netherlands, they are very enthusiastic about, and they think that it is better than the material we have in Holland. So and the roseau, we use the stems for fixing the leaves, the heads of the roseau, and it is a perfect. We don't have any waste. The only waste we have that is the bark.
Okay.
Yeah, the bark of the mahogany tree.
Okay. Have you experienced any particular challenge in getting this project off the ground here?
No, it is. Since thanks to a lot of advice we had from people from St. Vincent, and because we have a very experienced builder, Erasto Robinson from Parks, and he's an enormous help, and we made a lot of progress.
Okay, now you are expecting to hand over the site to the Ministry of Tourism on Friday. That's this Friday.
Yeah.
What can we expect when we come here on Friday?
Yeah. Well, we will try to finish the roof of this house, and then I have to do some landscaping with the engineer from the International Airport Development Company. Since some soil is missing, and when that is done, I will set out the other houses, so the people from St. Vincent, they can continuing building.
Okay. Now, just so members of the public know that the site will be handed over to the Ministry of Tourism on Friday, and that will be sometime around 1:30 in the afternoon or thereabout, so that the work can continue. What they're doing here is they're building the first house, which is pretty much an experimental house to make sure everything is on point, everything is in order, the material is good, the construction is good, and so local folks who remain will know exactly what to do to have the site completed. And there is a lot more to the site that will be taking place as the work progresses. You, the members of the public, if you're interested, you're welcome to come here on Friday afternoon as well and see what is going on. They'll be happy to show you around, and you'll also witness the handing over of the site. What I want to do here, Menno, I want to go with you into the structure, so you can point out to us the local material and how they were used in this construction. Yeah? Okay, so let's take a look inside. This is the first house, and I have been noticing, interestingly, you mentioned that you have used no nails or anything like that, and you have used some material to keep this structure together. I'm seeing the ties and so on. This is what you call the maho?
Yeah. This is the bark of the local maho, and it is slightly different from the blue maho, which is planted. This is a wild tree, and it is very, very strong, and the material will last. These bindings will last forever, for a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah.
So we don't expect them to loosen.
No. They are. I think the whole structure is more or less hurricane proof. I'm not sure about the roofing, but I think this structure is very, very strong.
Okay, and this wood is local mahogany?
Yeah, this is mountain mahogany. Yeah. And that is a nice wood, since it is easy to work, and you can see we have all the posts are ending in a fork, and that gives the structure a lot of strength.
Okay. Now I'm noticing them putting in the rosa material. They opted to use this rather than the vetiver grass. How long can we expect this material to last before, because maintenance is paramount, so how long do we expect this to last before we have to replace these grass?
In the sources they are reporting on the maintenance of houses as well, and I think it will last 5 or 7 years, especially here, since it is nice and dry, and we have a salt spray, so the salt will preserve the roseau as well, and I think it will last very, very long.
Okay, so this is one of the rare occasions when salt is actually good for the wood.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also good for the wood, since it will also prevent wood lice and termites to come to this place and eat the wood.
Okay. As you have heard before, they're trying to keep things as authentic as possible here at the Cayos site, even using the authentic tools. And we are seeing Diedrich demonstrating the use of an axe that he made from conch shell. Dr. Hoagland, you care to tell us a little bit more about this conch shell axe? And we see some conch shells on the ground there, what they will be used for.
Yeah, they are very common in archaeological sites. We have many of them in all the islands of the in the Caribbean, and once more we have done some experiments, and they are very, very sharp and very good axes. Yeah, and you can see it. The work progress very, very quickly.